friends, I'm Juani, and welcome to Juani's house, and welcome to But First Coffee. So, guys, I was sitting around here thinking, once again, like I do every week, like, what can we talk about today? And I didn't want anything heavy. My last 2 weeks have been a little bit, maybe 3, have been a little bit heavy. So I was like, let's lighten the mood a little bit. So I'm like, what could I talk about today? So I go and I'm working or whatever, and then it came to me. Guys, I want to take you back. Let's go back into your memory of a time where everything was simple and you had no care in the world. And what did we used to look at? And I was thinking, oh my goodness, what was my favorite show when I was a little girl? When I was a little girl, one of my all-time favorite shows was Romper Room. I love Romper Room. Now, the one thing I could not understand about Romper Room was, regardless of how much I was yelling and waving in the TV, she never said my name. She never said my name. I'm like, okay, we are in the 70s now. And so that was the era of the laws. The laws. So we no longer had like simple names, especially if you were African American. You didn't have like a simple name in the 70s. You were either LaKeisha, La Rachel, La Rhonda. Everything had a La. La Juana. It was just La. And so she never said my name. She never said Juani. She never said anything. And me being a little girl waving and screaming, me, you see me? She never saw me. Now, I'm thinking now as I get older and I think about all of this stuff, I'm like, this was in the era when your mom would name you these things and she did not think about like being racially stereotyped or anything like that, because she didn't see me. Why didn't she see me, guys? So I thought that was so funny and such a great topic to talk about, because as much as I wanted her to say my name on Romper Room, she wasn't saying the lies. She did, it was just Tisha, or Kelly, or Mary, or Sue. There may have been an Anthony in there every now and then, but she never said your girl Juani's name, and your girl feel a certain kind of way almost 40-something years later. I just want you to know that. And I went back and I looked at the show on YouTube, because you can see everything now on YouTube. And it just really, really took me back. Looking at those dresses, those 70s dresses and the striped shirts, and how everyone had on those flat, like kid type shoes. And the girls, we were frills all the time, and we always had on tights. It just really took me back to a time where I had no care in the world, and the only care that I had was if she was gonna say my name, and she didn't. So I was looking at this particular episode, and in it, in the episode, it took me back because it had Count Chocolate in there. Did you guys realize that came from that? And then it also had the bee. I think it was Buzzy Bee. I think that's what the name was. Oh my goodness, I used to love when I used to see the bee dance around or whatever. And I can still picture myself buzzing around in the house doing the buzz dance. That was me, y'all. I always was somewhere trying to dance. I don't care what it was. And so I looked at that, and in the end, any anxiety that I may have had kind of bubbling up or whatever was all gone, because it really took me to a place of serenity where I had no worries, no care. And probably, like I said, my biggest worry of the day was the blue crayon wasn't in the crayon box. And sometimes we have to take ourselves back there every now and then. Go back and look at whatever your shows that you used to love, and look and see, like, what was it about the show that you think that probably piqued your interest. Another show that came up was The Great Space Coaster. Love that show. Oh my gosh. I thought that I was going to be on a voyage or somewhere high in the sky. You couldn't tell me I wasn't. That was what really piqued my interest in, like, the stars and astrology and things like that. And so I looked at a little bit of that, and then I went back and I looked at Hey You Guys. Y'all remember that? That was another one of my favorite shows, and that was it wasn't Sesame Street. What was the name of that show? If you remember the name of that show, let me know, because I started thinking about it. It is Doing It Always. No, that's Laverne and Shirley. Wrong show. Different age too. But I used to love all of those shows that came on PBS. And I think those shows back then, they kept a little bit of innocence. When Poodle was growing up, there's certain things I wouldn't let her watch. I did not allow her to watch like Nickelodeon until she was like 13. She was not watching any of that. She watched PBS. Everything pretty much was on PBS that I let her watch. And so, because I wanted her to retain her innocence for as long as possible, because when she wasn't around me, I had no control of what she was exposed to. But when she was home and she was around me, I tried to preserve that. And I tried to kind of like do a little bit of that with my niece and my nephews, even though they're not with me all the time. But when they're with me, I remind them, you a child. I don't care what you do, wherever you are. When you with me, you're a child. So I just really try to instill all of those things. So I just want you to take a moment when your day is feeling a little bit hectic. Sit back, sip your coffee. If you have to start off your day with like this, I think it will be great. And it will kind of center you and take you back to a time where you had no worries. We had no bills, none of that. And go back and watch some of your shows that you really like. Electric Company. That's the name of the show, Electric Company. Those type shows I absolutely loved. And I think they help make me and frame me to who I am. So before I go, I want to take you back to when everybody sat on the stoop and the host of Romper Room, she would say this. And so she says, she brings up the magic mirror. Okay, mine's broke. Ignore that, okay? So she has the magic mirror. And when I looked at the show, when I remembered it, I thought the mirror swirled. But when I looked at it on YouTube, the mirror didn't swirl. So I'm not sure. I kind of think that later on the mirror swirled. So we're going to say my mirror swirling, okay? And then she says, Romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? And then she began to call their names. And I see Jane and Faye and Tori and V. And I see Big Mama. Do you see me? I see Jack and Candy and Sharita too. I see Britt and Michael and Kim and Kelia, Stanley and Gail and Mary. Hello. I see Juani, and Juani sees you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's But First Coffee. I put in some of your names here because I want you to know that I see you. I see you when you comment on my videos. I see you when I come on live, and I know some of you guys are automatically going to be there because you got your girl back. I see you And I want you to know that you are not taken for granted. I love you all. So unlike Romper Room, who never called my name, I'ma call yours. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you are new to Juani's house, I would love for you to subscribe. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit it twice, so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. Also, guys, come on over and check me out on my Instagram. You can find me over there at Juani's house, just like it is here. Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and then you will be in the know as to what is to come over here at Juani's house. So guys, you guys have an amazing day. Leave down in the description box. Did you watch Romper Room? Did you watch American with the Great Space Coaster? What shows did you watch? Did you watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street, any of those shows? Let me know what was your favorite show coming up when you were little. I am so interested to know, and so we can kind of banter and see if those shows were some of mine as well. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.